You say you want to change, but every time it gets hard, you disappear. Not because you're tired, not because life got busy, because deep down, you're used to failing. That's the truth you avoid, son. You've broken your own word so many times, you don't trust yourself anymore. You tell yourself it's burnout, bad timing, maybe even depression. But what if it's none of that? What if it's just this? You got soft. And softness, left unchecked, kills everything a man could become. Listen to me, son. I'm not here to shame you. I'm here to show you the fight. That weakness you feel, it's real, but it's not permanent. It's a test, and you've been failing it until today.
You wake up with fire. Today's the day. You tell yourself this time will be different. You write it down. You speak it out loud. You promise yourself no more quitting. And for a moment, it feels real. But then life throws a punch, a delay, a distraction, a single moment of discomfort. And just like that, the fire dies. You say, I'll restart tomorrow. But tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes never. You break your own word again. And here's the part that hurts the most. You remember every promise you broke. You carry them. Every unfinished plan. Every half-built version of yourself. Every time you quit on day 3 and said nothing. You think nobody saw it, but you saw it. You always see it. And over time, that builds something worse than failure. Doubt. Doubt in your strength. Doubt in your worth. Doubt in whether you're even the kind of man who can stay consistent. And that doubt becomes your new identity. You keep trying to start again, but each attempt feels heavier. Because now, you're not just fighting to build the habit, you're fighting to believe in yourself again.
That's what you've lost, son. Not discipline, not energy. You've lost trust in the man in the mirror. And it's terrifying, because when a man can't trust himself, he starts hiding from responsibility. He lowers his standards. He becomes smaller, quieter, and starts calling it peace. But it's not peace, it's surrender. You weren't made for that kind of life, son. You weren't made to run from the weight. You were made to carry it. Because listen, you don't want consistency for the sake of being consistent. You want the life that only consistency makes possible. You want freedom. You want purpose. You want to look in the mirror and respect what you see. And maybe you're trying to change everything at once. Waking up earlier, training harder, chasing more. That's not wrong. There's power in giving your all. But if your effort comes in short bursts and crashes every time it gets hard, then what you're building isn't transformation. It's a cycle. Because intensity without consistency is just noise. It feels good for a moment, but it doesn't last. You don't need to slow down. You need to last longer. You need to build a rhythm you can sustain through boredom, pressure, pain, not just through excitement. That's how you earn real freedom. And maybe it's time you stopped running from that truth.
Son, let's be honest. Some men fail because they're doing too much, too fast, with no structure. They try to change everything overnight. New schedule, new habits, no rest, no rhythm. They burn hot for a week and disappear for a month. But some men fail because they're doing almost nothing at all. They talk a lot, plan a lot, watch videos, read quotes. But when it's time to move, they vanish. They avoid discomfort. They wait for the perfect moment. They take it easy, but still wonder why nothing changes. Both men are trapped by the same problem. They don't keep their word. One breaks under pressure. The other never even builds it. You want to know the truth? It doesn't matter which one you are, because the answer is the same. You don't fix this by trying harder, and you don't fix it by going easier. You fix it by getting real.
Did you do what you said you would do today? Yes or no? Not almost, not I was about to, not tomorrow. Yes or no? That's the new standard, son. Because consistency isn't about how big the action is. It's about how true it is. You want to go all in and change your whole life? Do it, but mean it. Make it sustainable. You want to take smaller steps? Do it, but own it. Make it count every day. What breaks you isn't the size of your ambition. It's the gap between what you say and what you actually do. Close that gap. One honest action at a time. Because the man who does what he says, even when no one sees it, becomes someone you can't shake. That man becomes dangerous. Dangerous to weakness. Dangerous to excuses, to the old life that used to control him. And that man, that version of you, is waiting. But he won't show up until you do.
Son, there's a story I heard once. I never forgot it. A man joined a group of friends on a challenge. 30 days. Wake up at 5 a.m., train, eat clean, no alcohol, no skipping. They all said they were in. They made a group chat. They posted it online. Day 1, full of fire. Day 2, still strong. Day 5, some start to disappear. Day 10, the excuses come in. Work, family, mental health. One by one, they drop out. By day 17, it was just him. No messages, no likes, no support. Just a silent alarm in the dark and the decision. Keep going or fade like the rest. He kept going. Every morning, alone, no applause, no proof. Day 30 came, and he didn't post anything. He didn't brag. He didn't call anyone out. He just lived differently after that. He spoke less. He executed more. He didn't rush anymore, but he didn't hesitate either. People noticed something, but couldn't explain it. There was weight behind his presence, calm inside his discipline, stillness without weakness. That's what walking different means, son.
You don't puff your chest. You don't scream louder. You just move like a man who doesn't break. Maybe you've been part of that group before, the one that vanishes. Maybe you said you'd start, then disappeared on day 4. Maybe you've made so many false starts you don't even trust your own promises anymore. That's okay, but it ends here. You don't need another group. You don't need applause. You need consistency with no audience. Because the man who keeps showing up even when no one's watching, he becomes unshakable. And one day, someone will lean on you, a woman, a child, a brother, a team, and they won't have to ask if they can count on you. They'll already know.
because you became the kind of man who doesn't flinch, doesn't vanish, doesn't fold when it counts. You became the one who finishes, even when he walks alone. That's your standard now. But maybe you're still asking, okay, I get it, I feel it, but what do I actually need to do now? I'll tell you. Pick one thing you said you would do. One promise, one habit, one goal, and keep it. Don't overthink. Don't add more. Don't wait for Monday. Just keep that one word you gave yourself. Then do it again tomorrow. That's how you come back. That's how you rebuild trust. Start there.
Son, every time you keep your word, you take back a piece of yourself. Every time you don't, you trade strength for comfort. It doesn't seem like much. One skipped workout, one broken promise, one hit of the thing you said you'd quit. But those moments add up. They form a man, or they erase him. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be relentless. Because one day, you'll wake up and realize you've become someone new. Not because you read about it, not because you wanted it, but because you lived it. Day after day, word after word, in silence, in struggle, in sweat. And one morning, without even thinking, you'll get up, do what needs to be done, and realize something powerful. You've become the man you used to hope would save you. That's the moment everything changes.
Because now, son, you don't need motivation. You don't need someone to pull you. You don't need to prove anything. You just move. Because that's who you are now. You're not chasing the standard. You are the standard. And no one can take that from you. Your past can't erase it. Your pain can't dilute it. The ones who gave up can't define it. Because you didn't inherit this, you built it. And it's yours to carry now. Hold the line and don't stop. This is Steelfast Father, what every son deserves to hear. Subscribe, then prove it.